Alrighty, let's get after it. 8/19/2025, 5:07 p.m. We are fresh off of week 2 of the NFL preseason, entering the final week. And I guess I should say, I'm going to start off with this. Everyone needs to be careful. Everyone needs to stop getting excited. We've seen this before. We have definitely seen this before. Everyone remembers DJ Moore's first play in Chicago. It was a screen pass, went for a touchdown. Granted, I understand why people are getting excited because that play or the drive itself was it just worked. It worked very well. It just looked good. A lot of Bills fans were getting very angry on the internet because I was reading the comments on on all the videos. They're like, only 33% of our starters were starting on defense. I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, because all of our starters were in the whole game, too.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball.
And people were like, okay, well, that doesn't excuse you guys losing 38-0. But we're also mostly just talking about the first drive. And honestly, the second drive ended because Romo Odunze dropped the ball he should have easily caught. I mean, it was in his arms. But starting off with that, I was like, I was just very impressed. Obviously, Colston Loveland is going to be a huge factor. He's going to be used a lot. The dual tight end thing is kind of cool because it went Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, Colston Loveland again. I'm like, pretty cool. Pretty sweet.
I don't know who it's going to be to take over. I kind of, in my head, I picture more of Cole Kmet blocking and Colston Loveland getting out pass catching this year and becoming like a Sam Laporta 2.0.
I'd agree 100%, especially because Colston Loveland, his route running is very, very crispy. Very good route runner.
Yeah.
And after seeing that, I'm like, okay, maybe this pick might pan out and isn't that bad. Granted, yes, Tyler Warren was on the table, who was the number 1 tight end prospect in this most recent draft, in this year's draft.
Who also looks really good as well right now.
Yeah. But again, I'm not upset by it. I'm pretty happy. Olamide Zaccheaus, that was a crazy route too. I mean, that was really cool. I'm very interested to see if him or Luther Burden, who gets more playing time. Because they're kind of high on both of them.
I was about to say, that's a tough one. Luther Burden being brand new, you'd like to think he's going to get more playing time, especially with what he's shown so far.
Yes.
Because he looks fucking awesome.
He looks
like a sleeper pick
great
from the Bears. But, I mean, Zaccheaus, he's kind of a vet now. I mean, the guy's been in the league for a few years, and he's played on, the Falcons, which they were all right. They were all right, and then he was on the Eagles as well. So, I mean, he's been in 2 pretty good situations, I would say. So he's got some good snaps under his belt.
100%. The thing with Luther Burden, actually, that's something I wanted to bring up. I watched a video yesterday. This guy was kind of breaking it down. He's like, Ben Johnson is going to completely revamp Luther Burden, and you can already see it because Ben Johnson's mantra has always been, you block, you get the rock. Which was awesome. If you look at his tape, Luther Burden, if he wasn't getting the ball, he did not care to block at all. He could not care less. There's so many plays out there of him just
You're saying he wasn't blocking?
He was not blocking.
I literally watched him block on multiple plays. On the touchdown run, that was
I'm talking about his college. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about college.
Yes,
Okay. I was
going
to say, I'm like,
no,
I literally just...
That's what I'm getting to. Hold your horses. So this guy was saying Ben Johnson's thing. If you block, you get rewarded. That's why he was saying Ben Johnson's going to completely change his demeanor with Luther Burden because, in college, he did not care to block. He sat there and was lazy. I mean, there were plays. There was one play in specific. It was the halfback was going out to the left side, and Luther Burden just sits there and he just pushes the DB, and it would have been a touchdown if he actually held his block. But then that's what this guy's saying. But then he shows his plays from this past game against the Bills. He's like, this guy's blocking. He's putting dudes on their butt.
I was about to say he was laying the wood.
Yeah, he was doing awesome. And then the very next play was a pass to him And it's like, okay, well, that's Ben Johnson's thing. If you block, you get the rock, which I'm like, awesome. Luther Burden, okay, obviously you see that he is a very, very capable wide receiver. High hopes. I think everyone's actually kind of starting to get pretty hyped on him too. I think this draft isn't going to pan out as poorly as we all thought. Like, everyone was kind of surprised by all the picks. Like, me personally, I was like, some of these picks really don't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Like Colson Loveland in the first round, that made no sense. I think everyone was shocked by that. Everyone was like, that wasn't our main concern. Is the reason why so many people were surprised. Like, we really didn't need another tight end, especially after just signing Cole Kmet to an extension. And then everyone like steps back and they're like, yeah, well, that's Ben Johnson's thing. We saw this in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, it's his thing. And then also, I mean, who the hell else was our fucking, who we had Travis Homer. Like, who was
that guy's a bozo. Okay, that guy actually needs to go.
Well, like, who was our other tight end? So it's like behind Cole
Travis
Kmet,
Homer is a running back.
Yeah, no. Realized that after I said that.
We had Mercedes Lewis.
Yeah, 88-year-old Mercedes Lewis. Who the fuck else was on the team?
We had Gerald Everett.
Gerald Everett, that's who I was getting confused with. Yeah, it's Gerald Everett, who was not terrible in his earlier years, but as of late. I mean, well, we just didn't use him for shit last year. Cause
we didn't use him
our
or
offensive scheme was terrible.
I mean,
but,
we didn't use – it was awful.
Yeah, I mean, it was just – but you have Travis – Jesus Christ. Cole Kmet. And then who else? It's like nobody. So you kind of – like the tight end thing, I mean, we're just expecting them to pick up Tyler Warren, and they didn't.
I didn't expect them to draft Tyler Warren. I didn't expect them to draft the tight end at all.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of – everyone was like kind of talking about with him – being one of the top picks. Like, everyone kind of knew that the Bears weren't going to end up getting. I mean, we're at what, 9?
Yeah.
So I mean, we weren't going to get the cream of the crop, but also we still had. I mean, he was on the table, but
yeah.
Colston Loveland being the number 2 tight end. Well, I'll take it. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to pan out poorly. I was just more curious as of why we picked who we picked, and
definitely agree.
Curious to see who was going to pan out. I didn't hate our picks, but it just definitely caught me off guard where it was like,
it was just more of a confusing drive. It's like, okay, these guys are actually, they are solid prospects, but it's just like, these aren't really any like major concerns on this team. We still need a D end. We still need an edge rusher.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says.
Parsons.
Yeah. I don't care what anyone says. We still need an edge rusher. People need to stop forgetting about that. But what I will say is that, and again, granted, take it with a grain of salt, preseason, and these guys are all second, third stringers, but the pockets that Caleb Williams had to throw in were awesome.
That was actually one takeaway that I had that I was like, man,
he was making
look at him
back there, dude.
Look at him actually stepping up into the pocket, too. I mean, you see him step up, and then the protection itself just looked great. I mean, nobody near him.
Yeah.
Nobody near him. It was a perfect pocket. I'm like, damn, that's a beautiful thing right there. Like, watching that, I was like, this does not look like the Bears.
No, it was awesome.
It was crazy.
So, shout out Theodon. He actually texted me. So I was leaving my fantasy draft, like driving home. I had left at like 7 o'clock. I'm like, dang, like, dude, like, yeah, it's awesome, hanging out with you guys, but I got to go. Like, we had already finished up the draft. We were just like BSing and stuff. I'm like, I got to watch like the preseason game, like, and like, oh, okay. So I'm like sitting there watching it as I'm driving. I got it on my phone. It's like playing through my car and everything. So it's like I'm driving, trying to like look, and I'm like watching this drive. I'm like, what the heck? And like I said, my Theodon, he texts me. He's like, I thought the Bears started at 7. Who are these guys? Because they just made it look so easy. I'm like, I know it. It's like, it just was like, it was a well-oiled machine. Granted, again, I'm going to say it one more time and the last time. Second and third stringers. Got to take it with a grain of salt. But
yeah, I mean,
it was just very fluid. It looked good.
You still love to see that, though, because when you got guys like Joe Tooney and shit out there who are older, you like to know that your second-string offensive linemen are also pretty good.
Yeah.
Because that's very important. Because, sure, you can have a great O-line that you go and spend a bunch of money on, but if they get hurt and then you're stuck with a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, a bunch of like UPS drivers back as your backups. Like, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, all in all, it looks great. I can only imagine the locker room speech that Sean McDermott gave. I mean, he had to dig deep in his bag for that one. 30, like, second and third stringers doesn't matter. That's just unacceptable. 38-0 is completely unacceptable.
Yeah, you got to score eventually.
Yeah, you have to score something. Like, dude, like, this isn't.
Yeah.
It could be preseason or not. This is fucking bullshit. Like, he's got to be so pissed. I did see a thing about him saying, like, yeah,
He
it's
should probably
just
look-
unacceptable.
I would be like, dude, actually, none of you guys are making the team.
Yeah.
Any of you guys that had a glimpse of hope, none of you are making the team.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm sure the 9/11 references were flowing hard
Probably.
in that locker room.
Crazy. Like, we try to work together like a team. We could really accomplish something.
You guys got to go out there and act like you're a squad full of dudes with some box cutters, all right?
Yeah, it's crazy. It still blows my mind that he's like, yeah, I'm going to cook with this one. This is really going to get my point across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited though. I'm interested to see who makes the 53 man. And this Friday against the Chiefs, Ben Johnson said today, all starters will be playing. So it's pretty hype. Very hype, actually.
I actually can't wait for that.
I'm actually really excited. I'm going to watch that. Definitely going to.
Time's it at?
I'll tell you right now. I actually don't know. It's probably like 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Yeah. Wait, shit. Did you say Friday?
Yeah.
Fuck. I might be home for that in time. I got my fantasy football draft Friday after work.
It's at 7:20.
I might be able to be home for that. I'm going to try to be home.
I will definitely be home. I'm going to try to stay awake because Thursday I agreed to work a double. So
Nice.
I'm going to be very tired. I'm going to try to stay awake.
You got work Saturday?
No.
Well, that's nice at
No,
least.
I don't. But I got to be up early because we're doing a float thing Saturday. So I got to be there early. I got a lot of running around. I got a busy weekend. It's going to be, sometimes I just want to bed rot. I just want to lay in bed and just do nothing.
That's every day. That's 7 days a week.
That has not been the case lately. That's all right. Football season is just that much closer. I'm getting very excited. I'm seeing like a lot of stuff. Like, sometimes I just like go on Pinterest and scroll on Pinterest just to see what's up. I've been seeing a lot of like football party foods. So I'm getting pretty excited about that. Who doesn't like buffalo chicken dip and pigs in a blanket, things of that nature?
Yeah, all those football parties that I don't go to.
Yeah.
That nobody has. I see those
I had
videos
one
all the
last year.
time, and I'm like, yeah, that's like the only one I've had.
Yeah.
Since, I mean, it's like the Super Bowl occasionally, and not even for that, I've gone to like 3 ever.
Yeah, I feel like people need to make a bigger deal because it's always so fun. It just really does suck that the Super Bowl is on Sunday.
Well, people just need to stop being so fucking lame. I'm talking about just like Bears games. Like,
Oh,
what the
yeah,
hell? We all
100%.
sit here and get together. Me, you, AJ, Justin, everyone. Powers. Powers. There's an exception, but
And we have the perfect situation where it's like we also have college football. We're getting more into college football, because of the show, really. Like we could have like weekends full of just wings and beer. Like that sounds awesome.
it's like just you have like 2 or 3 a year where you just get the boys together and watch a Bears game instead of just like every time you see each other you talk about it. Just fucking get together and do it, guys.
Exactly.
Pull the trigger.
Exactly.
Speaking of pulling the trigger, the Colts have pulled the trigger.
On a starting QB.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone's so up in arms over this. Do people really think that?
I understand the take. Like, I get their side, but I just don't agree with it. The argument to it is like, this is... So, in other words, just to get it out there, Daniel Jones has been named starting QB for the Colts.
Correct. Shout out DJ. Shout out Vanilla Vic. Good on you, buddy.
Yeah. And Shane Steichen basically said, like, this isn't a temporary decision. He's the quarterback for the season. Like, that's our goal here. He's the quarterback for the season. The take that everyone kind of is like, why they're so upset is, like, this guy here tweeted out, Richardson is younger than Shadur.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Younger than Will Howard. Younger than Dylan Gabriel. Younger than Shao, however, whatever.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah. Younger than Caleb, younger than Bo Nix, younger than Michael Penix, and the Colts gave up. Now, I see that argument, like, they're giving up on him, he's so young, blah, blah, blah. But also, they're just in a tough spot because they took a guy who had no experience, had a very high ceiling. And they took
Project QB from the very start, and they knew that.
And they took him really high in the draft. That's the only. If they would have got him in even like the 3rd round, I think people would less likely to be like, why would they they wouldn't be so up in arms.
Yeah.
But because they took him 4th, it's like I understand it, and he does need reps. He
He doesn't want the reps, dude. He gets too tired.
Yeah, well, see, that's what like, that's where I'm coming from, where it's like, they gave up on. It's like, well, he fucking literally gave up on his team last year. And then it's also like, the guy continues to get hurt. Does he need reps? Yes, absolutely. Is that probably the reason he has struggled as much as he has? Yeah, I would think absolutely. The guy has barely played any games throughout his professional career, let alone, earlier on in his life. So for him to be thrown into the NFL and just thrown as a starting QB with literally nobody to teach him shit, and then now he got 1 year with Joe Flacco, which fucking last year was a shit show. I mean, it was just terrible all around. And then now, Daniel Jones, is he great? No. Is he terrible? I don't think Daniel Jones is
Daniel
terrible.
Jones is better than Anthony Richardson, and I'll say that right now. I think anyone with half a brain needs to understands that.
Of course.
But people, again, they're just up in arms in the fact of, yes, like you said, the whole thing, Anthony Richardson, a known Project QB when they drafted him. I could have told you to never draft him in the first place. If I were in that war room, I would have been like, this guy stinks. I could smell him from 2 miles away. This guy stinks. I saw someone posted something today. They said 55 QBs have had 172 pass attempts in like some time frame. Anthony Richardson ranked 55, and like in every single, he ranked dead last in like every single thing. And I think touchdown to interception ratio, he actually ranked 50. He was 50th in touchdown to interception ratio. But like passing yards, completion percentage, he's just not good. I'm sorry, guys. And people are saying that the Colts are now trying to tank. If Anthony Richardson was the starter, I would call that trying to tank.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is going to give you a better chance to win every day of the week, twice on Sundays.
Also considering the fact that if they do play him a certain amount of games, they owe the Minnesota Vikings a conditional pick.
Yeah, that was just crazy because he signed a 1 year, $14 million deal with the Colts, and the Vikings had him for like a few weeks, and now
Sorry,
they can
I'm
actually.
a fucking leg cramp here.
That's brutal.
Oh my god, yeah.
That is brutal.
In the back of the leg. Oh my god. All right, I'm sorry.
That's brutal.
Holy fuck, that came out of nowhere, dude. I was just chilling, and all of a sudden my leg just started locking up.
You gotta drink. More water, dude.
I've been drinking it. I drink a shitload of water. Yeah. Oh my god. You're good. Go ahead. I think I'm recovering now. Finally. That was close.
No, that's fine. I actually lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. But
I couldn't control that.
I'm also reading. There's a lot of happening again.
I'll try not to. Sorry, Daddy.
But I'm reading these comments because on the Colts, like their post of Daniel Jones. This is not right, man. I get it. Anthony isn't perfect. He played such little football since college that you have to give him a chance. You have no obligation to Jones. You spent a top 5 pick on Anthony Richardson. This is a crucial year with him because his 5th-year option is coming up. You have mishandled Richardson. I just want to see what people are saying to this guy now.
But that's a fair point as well. Because, sure, you could say he's bad. Like, we could sit here and say he's bad and kind of dog on him all day. I mean, we've done it. But, like, we're talking about the Colts here. That's an organization that you've shit on multiple times.
For being bad?
Yeah, you got – what is their QB room like? It's been terrible. What is their quarterback's coach situation like? I don't know who their quarterback's coach is.
I want to give you a good example. Actually, someone just pointed out. Awesome example. How did the 49ers handle the Trey Lance situation? Trey Lance was – how high did he go? He was a top 10 pick.
I think he was 3.
Yeah, he was – that's facts. Yeah, he was a 3rd overall pick. Obviously, we've seen how the 49ers, what kind of organization they are. They are a good organization. Were they like, we drafted this guy so high, we have to keep him. We have to keep playing him.
He was literally he was the second coming of Jesus, according to every fan. Like after they drafted him, like that's what they expected him to be.
I remember I saw one scout saying how, like after the whole Trey Lance thing, like after he was drafted, there was one scout getting dragged to the mud because the guy was like, "This guy's buns." He basically said like Trey Lance is not good. He's not good at football. He's not the answer. And now that guy's probably sitting there just like laughing every time like anyone brings him up. He's like, "Yeah, I was right."
I mean, he never really got a chance, though, in his defense. I mean, his chance was competing against Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy looked like he outplayed him going into the season, so they decided to go with him. And then he literally rode the bench to a guy who carried the team the entire season. and then the next season, and then the next season, and then they get rid of him, send him to Dallas, where like he obviously has no hopes of starting in Dallas.
Which that is
Now he's
facts.
what? Now he's with the Chargers, I think.
I think that sounds right. Oh, I also wanted to say OBJ is still a free agent. We had said that how he was on the Dolphins, and we misspoke. So, sorry, guys.
But yeah, I think the Anthony Richardson, like I said, he might not be that good, which he probably isn't. He doesn't have a lot of experience, but the Colts also, I mean, their situation has been pretty ass. You look at the talent on the team, or lack of talent on the team.
Correct.
Again, the quarterback's room, the quarterback coach situation. They have a head coach who was literally a first-time head coach. I mean,
people need to also understand, though, all these people up in arms, especially Colts fans. If you guys want to be asked, just say that. Because you need to understand, I don't care. Well, you got to give him time. Okay, so you want to see your team just keep on losing and losing, hoping that this guy pans out, hoping that he develops, hoping that this organization is good enough to actually make him into a serviceable starting QB in the NFL. I don't understand how, as a fan, you can keep sitting here and saying, well, just give him time. Just give him time. I said that with Mitch. And after year 3, I'm like, okay, well, he's got to go. Yeah, this is Anthony Richardson's 3rd year. But the writing was on the wall with Mitch, with Justin Fields. It's like they're just not looking like it. They're not looking like it.
It's one of those things, like, I think it's the same.
It's a business, dude. I'm sorry. You have to win. You have to win.
It's a business. I think it's also the it's the situation.
Yeah.
Like Chicago cannot develop a quarterback.
No.
They just can't.
Hopefully,
maybe now
hopefully
things have
it changes.
changed. Yeah, maybe now because enough things have changed. But I mean, Chicago just cannot develop a quarterback. Neither can the Jets. The Jets can't do it. The Jets can't do it. The Giants clearly can't do it. I mean, Eli Manning was their only guy, but like the Giants aren't good at it. The Jets aren't good at it. Bears aren't good at it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Colts had Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, but I mean, ever since then, it's not looking like they're making the right moves. Again, their whole, like, everything, the culture there is just so different than it used to be.
They do everything wrong. They kind of just make a lot of bad moves.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say everything, because actually, what did I just see today? They added Xavier Howard, cornerback from the Dolphins, to their
He was
defense.
awesome 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's still a good piece, though, because who else did they got? Damn, they added like 2 big defensive pieces this year in the offseason.
Yeah, from the Niners.
I was going to say from the Niners, too. Can't remember. Was it. Fuck. I can't remember.
I don't
who
remember
it was.
exactly. But either way, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with Daniel Jones if the Colts are a 500 team. Because I think with that wide receiver room, they have like a pretty okay wide receiver room.
I think you're going to see Tyler Warren go off. I think he's going to have a great fucking year.
I could definitely see that. As long as Anthony Richardson's not throwing the ball. Because all the clips I've been seeing coming out of training camp with him throwing, he likes to throw hospital balls.
Yeah. He's
Speaking of starting QBs, though, the Browns named that Joe Flacco is their starting QB week 1.
I think that's also a smart move.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what everyone should have expected,
I
at least.
also saw something that there is, rumor has it, the Browns are more than likely going to have 4 QBs on their 53-man roster.
Who was...
Joe
Yeah,
Flacco,
yeah,
Kenny
yeah, yeah.
Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett was the one I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
They're bound to drop somebody. I mean, you can't imagine they're going for.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, and apparently right now it's kind of a duel for who's going to be QB2, which Shador so far has looked better, I'd say.
Dude.
But yeah, I mean they're still battling that out. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everyone should have expected Joe Flacco to be the starter there in Cleveland. He gives them the best chance to win, best chance to start the season off strong. Especially their schedule to start off is pretty damn difficult, if I'm not mistaken. I was just actually going over schedules and shit the other day. I think they're week 1. They're playing the Bengals.
They are. It says right here, actually, Bengals will face Joe Flacco in the opener. This sentence was also true in 2008.
So they got Bengals, Ravens, Packers, Lions, Vikings, Steelers, and then not until the till week 7 they play the Dolphins, which who knows how the Lions are going to be, but I mean the Packers should be good. Ravens and Bengals obviously is massive. Vikings, that's kind of a coin toss too. Steelers, fucking great defense, division game. That's going to be. I mean, you got to have Joe Flacco in there for those.
The Dolphins
games.
signed Matthew Judon.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
It's actually pretty. Helpful for them.
And Cameron Dantzler. Senior.
Yes, that is facts. Real quick, talking about bad moves and bad drafts. You see the video of that guy that drafted the wrong Robinson first overall in his fantasy league?
Yeah.
He drafted Brian Robinson Jr. instead of Bijan Robinson. He came out and said how to actually pronounce his name. It's Bijan.
Yeah. Still calling him Bijan.
Oh, 110% everyone is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bijan.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's like the mustard. Sounds like the mustard. I actually feel pretty good about Pat McAfee doesn't hate Daniel Jones starting.
No, I don't think. I think anyone who actually knows football should know that was the proper move to make. It just sucks. It sucks. Like, to make that decision for the Colts, it did suck. Because you do feel like the guy you drafted fourth is like.
I just don't want to hear people. I'm tired of hearing this narrative. Like, come on, you got to give him a chance. He's injured. He's inexperienced. Like, he was injured. He's inexperienced. It's like the inexperienced part on the organization itself for drafting him as high as they did. He probably would have been there like Mr. Irrelevant.
I think this is giving him a chance.
Yeah.
I think they could just throw him out there to the fucking dogs this year and let him get absolutely shit. Let him get his shit tossed around, get injured again, and then be like, all right, just send him somewhere and just call it, like, cut our losses.
Yeah, it's like we're just gonna tank because actually, I saw a press conference today with Arch Manning. He said, "Yeah, I don't know where that report came from. I'm still day to day on entering next year's draft."
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, Pat McAfee says Danny Dimes is about to run wild for Indy. # Hello Lombardi. So yeah, that's something right there. Also, going back to Luther Burden, I just remembered because I saw Chad Johnson post something. Chad Johnson on his podcast with Shannon Sharp, former ESPN employee, was glazing Luther Burden. So hey, Chad Johnson is formerly or more known as Ocho Cinco, for those of you who don't know. I kind of like that. Was a very, very good wide receiver. I feel like a very good wide receiver can recognize a very good wide receiver.
Yeah, you would like to think so.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes out. I'm also intrigued. I want to see this. RG3 tweets out, "I'm convinced that the Indianapolis Colts are trying to tank for Arch Manning." 7 hours ago. Trey Wingo responds 7 hours ago, "Well, if that was the case, it would make a hell of a lot more sense to start the QB who can only complete 50% of his passes and has more interceptions than touchdown throws in his career."
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, guys. I think they're actually trying to be a competitive team.
Clearly they are. I mean, they clearly are. No one, that whole narrative, honestly, when you think about like all the years past where people are like, this team's tanking on purpose, they're tanking on purpose. It's
there are times though where it's super sus. Granted, tanking is against the rules. You're not actually allowed to tank.
Yeah, there is times when it's like, there's no way they're not doing this on purpose. But no matter what, at the end of the day, to convince guys to suck at their job when they literally are. Well, to try and convince Micah Parsons to throw games so that the fucking Cowboys can draft a better quarterback next year, and after he's asking to get paid $40 million a year, you think he's gonna play like shit on purpose? Like, these guys are ultra competitors.
I feel like you get to a point though, as a locker room, where you reach like a point of like just pure apathy, where it's like, we saw with the White Sox, they're just like, we just don't care anymore.
But see, like, that doesn't look like, even the Sox last year, it didn't even look like tanking on purpose. It just looked like a room full of guys who absolutely hated their life and hated where they were and hated their organization. And that is what most times is the case when a team is that bad.
I would definitely
it's not
agree.
Tanking, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, I mean,
I'm actually, I'm pretty excited, though. Speaking of staying on the subject of drafts, my fantasy drafts, and not the dynasty league, in the regular league, I feel like it actually went pretty well.
What pick did you have?
I had the 5th overall pick.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. My team, my first overall pick was CD Lamb.
I like that.
Yeah. I want to try to pull our draft board up because I don't know if. Yeah, here we go. Draft recap. So round 1, it went. Hold up. By team. By round. Okay, so. I don't remember. Oh, actually, I have a pick of it. Sorry. Let me pull this up. It went. Actually, don't have a pick of it. God, I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry, guys. Either way, my first overall, it went. Actually, it did. It did go like that. No, it didn't. All right, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna talk about my team. So, C.D. Lamb, Marvin Harrison, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, DJ Moore, Sam Laporta. I took Dak Prescott as my first QB. I wanted Baker Mayfield really bad. He was taken 2 picks before me. So I took Dak Prescott. I took Emeka Egbuka, Javonte Williams. I know he hurt me last year, but at this point in the draft, this was round 10. To get an RB1 at that point in time, he's still, he's Dallas's RB1 at that point in time. I'm like, it's good value. I don't have to start him by any means, but decent value at the time.
Yeah.
And then Xavier Legette, Brandon Aubrey, because I'm like, I'm just going to get like the best available kicker at this point. Then I took Luther Burden, Ravens defense, then J.J. McCarthy, then Cole Kmet, and then Quentin Johnston was my last pick.
I think those are all really good picks.
I think there's a lot of what ifs definitely on my team too. That if like they could go really good or they could just be like fart.
Javonte Williams was the one that scares me the most.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a great point because he's RB1, I guess.
Yes. The value. I was purely off ADP and value.
I'm trying to think of who they're. Didn't they have a
Rico
rookie
Dowdle?
Rico Dowdle. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a battle though.
It might be. It could like potentially could be.
Williams kind of looked like shit the last couple
He
years,
looked
and
like fart, dude. I drafted him last year with high hopes.
He
yeah.
was supposed to be like this.
He farted everywhere.
Amazing, blah blah. And Jaden Blue too. That'll be interesting. I like Jaden Blue a lot.
This is my second year in a row in this league drafting Marvin Harrison in the second round.
Damn.
I'm like, dude, there's no shot that Marvin Harrison hurts me again. He has to. There's no way his productivity doesn't increase. At this point in time, my second pick, on the wraparound, one of the guys was like, dude, take Trey McBride. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
Over Marvin Harrison Jr. still there?
I mean, Trey McBride's a red zone. He's a red zone threat.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I mean, I'm taking Marvin Harrison over.
That's
Trey
how
McBride
I felt.
As well. That high, at least.
That was my argument. If it was the third round, I'd probably take Trey McBride. Because Marvin Harrison, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things going into it. It's fine. I'm not upset with my draft at all. I'm actually pretty happy about my draft. I actually felt like it went pretty well.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
One guy took Jerry Jeudy with his second overall pick.
That's crazy.
I actually need to read you this guy's draft. Now I think about it in our fantasy group chat.
I don't like that at all.
No, well, this guy wasn't there, and he was sending in his picks because he was at a wedding. Okay, and he doesn't. He's truly a donation every year. He does not know ball.
Oh, so
in the 9th round, he's like, I want Lamar Jackson. It's like, well, Lamar Jackson went in
3rd round.
Yes, round 3. Yeah. But this was his. Justin Jefferson. He had the second overall pick. So Justin Jefferson, Jerry Jeudy, George Kittle, DeAndre Swift, Jacoby Myers, and mind you, all these players he said that he wanted. David Montgomery, Cedric Tillman, Brock Purdy. Oh yeah, then he took a kicker in round 9. Chase McLaughlin, Austin Eckler, Steelers defense, Dallas Goedert, Brandon Ayuk. We gave him Brandon Ayuk actually. CJ Stroud, Russell Wilson. We gave him 3 QBs, and then Tyler Algier.
It's actually not the worst team ever.
Um,
I would like starting lineup wise. I mean,
Austin Eckler is probably RB3 at this point because they have that new rookie that they're super high on. Like he has a hyphenated last name. Yeah, if we're talking about Washington, that he's now in talks. Like he might be Washington's RB1.
I gotta look that up because I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. Like at all, actually.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Yes, him.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I mean, Austin Eckler was really good for them last year. As old as he is, he was really good for them last year. So, I mean, that's not...
Nico Collins got taken in the first round, and I actually don't hate that. I was actually... A lot of people were surprised by that. They're like, why would you take Nico Collins in the first round? I'm like, Nico Collins is probably going to have a lot of production this year, more than likely. I mean, who else do they have to throw to?
The only problem is their offensive line again.
I'd agree.
It's a big thing that's scary. They made no moves to make their offensive line better.
110% agree.
Yeah, so I mean...
And then a lot of people were making the same argument of Jaden Daniels. Someone was actually debating on taking Jaden Daniels in like the third round. I'm like, I don't know. There's a whole year of tape on Jaden Daniels now. I'm not saying he won't be good. But I don't know if he'll be rookie year Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, well, I mean, their O-line has also been kind of a problem, and that's why he ran for 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that pans out as well. That's kind of a scary pick. I would not take him in the third round.
No.
Me personally, but, who am I?
Yeah, but overall, it was a good draft. I felt pretty good about it. I left feeling like, that's wasn't bad at all. I was pretty happy. I was pretty happy with my results. I'm like, I might definitely not win the league, but I'm definitely not going to come in last.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Injuries.
Everyone could just, fall and tear their ACLs this year.
Yeah, I mean.
Or just not produce. Dak, if you're listening, which there's, a very, very, very low chance. I mean, I would say the chances are they're actually 0.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah. I reached. I actually didn't. I was not comfortable taking that pick. I did not want to do it, but I did. So I really need Dak Prescott to produce this year.
Dude, Dak Prescott produces every year. I mean, he's good for yards and touchdowns every year.
Yeah.
The interceptions have been a problem.
Which is a problem because it's a PPR league, and the picks could really kill me if he decides to just go out and start throwing punts.
They could, but he does. He is kind of a gunslinger. I mean, he throws the shit out of the ball. So that's a plus. I mean, Dak Prescott's not a bad pick at all. I mean, last year he had some fucking crazy weeks. Remember him going off 4 or 5 different times.
Yeah, I just need him to do well, and I need him to feed CeeDee. A lot of people actually were debating, well, is George Pickens, not even just in my league, is George Pickens really going to produce? A lot of people there's a lot of uncertainty around him right now.
Yeah, there is. I think it's just because no one really knows fully what he's capable of. I think a lot of people realize that he can be really good.
And is that attitude going to follow in Dallas?
Yeah, I mean, you got the attitude problems. I think just right now, the whole thing with Dallas just scares me as a whole. The Micah Parsons situation, just Dallas as a whole scares me no matter what.
Yeah,
a few years ago, not so much. They looked like they kind of had their shit together, but now after continuing to lose and look like shit almost every year, they just embarrass themselves after now signing Dak and getting CeeDee signed, but contract dispute for Dak, contract dispute for CeeDee Lamb, contract dispute for Micah Parsons. It's been Ezekiel Elliott and then all this shit. They've just had so many issues back and forth, and I think now people are kind of just tired of it.
They just can't figure out their finances, and it's all goes back to one common denominator, Jerry Jones.
And that's why I'm is that really a place for a guy like a George Pickens? I feel like George Pickens would be better on a team
with more stability?
Like the Lions, where you got someone an actual leader in the building, like a Dan Campbell.
A leader of men.
Yeah, something like that. But, I mean, who knows? Schottenheimer has potential to be a really, really good coach.
I forget that he's their head coach. I constantly forget that. Every time they bring him up, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. They actually did hire him.
Yeah, I like the move, but we'll see how that pans out this year. I think their offense is going to be pretty decent, actually.
I'm going to go take a quick potty break. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, Dan.
trust in you.
Keeping it on football, we were talking about the Texans a little bit. Texans and Eagles had a little trade action going on. Texans traded wide receiver John Mechie and a 6th-round pick to the Eagles. And the Texans received tight end Harrison Bryant and a 5th-round pick. I don't necessarily hate it. Not really a needle mover per se, but, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'd like to also get on to making my predictions. Really wish I would have just taken over and done this fucking 5 months ago or 4 months ago like I wanted to before I was convinced by somebody not to do it. I think I'm just going to kind of leak them out, like maybe 1 or 2 at a time over the next 2 weeks or so. Didn't have like a whole prediction for the entire league, but yeah, I wanted to get it out early because there's like a lot of shit now where I feel like I'm seeing things that I've been thinking for a few months that now like other people are starting to say. So now I feel like it's going to just look like I'm reading shit and just copying what other people are saying. But going off of sports books, the New England Patriots, that was a team that I legitimately think, barring any injuries to the Bills, have a shot at winning that division. I really do. Kind of think the Dolphins are falling off. Mike McDaniel's getting questioned by pretty much everybody. Tyreek Hill, he just kind of has been acting like a clown. A lot of things going like just weird over there. Weird vibes down in Miami. The Jets are the Jets. They're going to do what they do best. Probably going to stink it up. Don't know how Aaron Glenn's going to be. I think the Patriots are actually going to be extremely good. And the sports books, they have their win total at 10.5 this year.
I like that a lot.
That's kind of crazy. They went from what? How many games did they win last year? Like 3? 4?
Yeah.
They were ass last year. And for them to be favored to win at the 10.5, over under a 10.5, like, can you imagine the Patriots go 11-6 this year?
I could definitely see that.
That's very doable for them to win the division.
People are very high on Vrabel. I mean, Vrabel is like a very, very like hot talking point right now. People like that he's jumping in dog piles when they're fighting in training camp.
Getting bloodied up.
Yeah, getting all bloodied up. I don't know. That probably resonates well with the guys. He's probably got a very phenomenal culture building there.
I was getting into my predictions. I was telling them that I wish I would have just started doing them a few months ago before you convinced me not to.
Dude, it was too early. Too early.
Not too early. I would have liked to have gotten it out of the way then, because like I was explaining to them, now you're starting to see shit come out and like what predictions people are making, and I'm like, now it just looks like I'm reading all the fucking posts that other people are saying and being like, I think this is what's going to happen. It's like, actually, I've been wanting to say this for fucking 4 months, but yeah, I think the Patriots legit have a shot at winning that division. The Bills are probably going to be really fucking good again. I don't think there's a doubt. But
I don't know, dude. We just smoked them 38-0.
Yeah, who knows? They might go 0-17. You never know. The way they looked this past weekend.
There's a chance.
But for real, I don't know. Something in my gut just tells me something's going to happen to the Bills this year. I don't know why. I think it's just because they've been so lucky to avoid Josh Allen getting hurt. I talked about this before. Like I mentioned this a while ago.
He's a tough guy though. So unless it's like something actually like serious,
that's
like severe, he's gonna
sure.
play. And he's like Mahomes in that aspect, like where people are like, Mahomes has an ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Well, he still goes out there and he still balls.
Yeah, ankle sprain is one thing, but Mahomes doesn't put his shoulder into linebackers, and Josh Allen does.
True.
And I'm not saying that like Josh Allen isn't tough; it has nothing to do with that. But I just think, Andrew Luck was the same way. Andrew Luck was a really tough fucking dude, and he took some massive shots. And obviously with him, it caught up to him. And Josh Allen has been lucky enough to not have that happen. And I do just worry that, like, that superhero mode that he goes into obviously can benefit them greatly, and it has. But it's like cringe. I just cringe every time he does it because I'm like, God, is this going to be the one where he like lays his shoulder into someone, just blows his shoulder out, or lands on his neck, or some shit? I think
everyone does. It's like that is our franchise.
Yeah, and they just paid him. I mean, it's just that's scary to me. So
it is. It definitely is.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Patriots are taking second place for sure in that division. For sure.
Oh, easily.
Second place in the division. And I'm going to say they have, I would say, at least a 50-50 shot at winning it. Like, no doubt. Because you also, too, consider that they're playing the Bills twice. If they somehow manage to win, like, one of those and it ends up being, like, the tiebreaker if the Bills have, like, a 11-6 record, which wouldn't be bad by any stretch.
Isn't that kind of a crazy division?
It is.
If you think about it geographically, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Oh, well, yeah, we got to touch on that for a different thing, but yeah, it is. Well, a lot of them. There's some goofy ones out there. There's always like some oddball, like in
the AFC South.
What's the AFC South?
You got the Colts, the Jags, Titans,
Texans,
and Texans.
That one's not too terrible.
It's all over the place. You got Indiana, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Florida, and Houston, Texas.
Yeah, I mean, well, Indy is probably the
Indy
oddball.
and Nashville are only like 4 hours apart.
They are, but when you think of Nashville, people dress like cowboys. It's like considered Southern. Tennessee is like Southern.
Okay, well, you
obviously Jacksonville South.
Is not, yeah, that's
It's not Southern country style,
I honestly
but
don't
it's
even know what Jacksonville is like. But their MO
clowns.
Is, yeah,
they're clowns. What division? The Chiefs are weird. I mean, why the fuck you got the Raiders, the Chargers, and then I mean the Broncos and Chiefs?
Those are all kind of.
The Chiefs are not even close to the West. That's straight Midwest
No, I know.
as it gets.
The Broncos,
also Midwest.
Chargers. The Chargers were the odd one until the Rams. Or not the Rams. Why am I just thinking of the Rams? No, the Raiders is weird too. Yeah, that is weird. They just kind of like split it. They're just like, the Rocky Mountains are going to be the great divide for this division.
Yeah.
Odd. But anyways, get off topic there. Sorry.
What the hell was the other? I'm trying to think of what teams. I said I was going to kind of like spritz them out over the next couple weeks.
It's fine. That's fine.
The Broncos, obviously, that's one that everyone's
super high on them.
Yeah, everyone is super high on them. I mean, of course, I think they're going to be really good. I think they actually might win that division.
I could definitely see them taking the division. Honestly, I could see that happening, and I don't know.
I think it's going to be Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers.
Yeah, it definitely will be that.
But I think those three teams are going to be extremely good. I do think the Chargers are going to end up with at least 10 wins this year.
Oh yeah, they definitely
I think they're for sure going to actually look like competitive by the end of the year. I think they might get off to a slow start, but that's going to be a team that I think once the middle of the year, like week 4, I shouldn't say the middle of the year, but like week 4, week 5 rolls around, I think they're going to kind of start rolling a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I could see the Broncos though. I could see them kind of winning that division by more than 3 games.
Man, that'd be kind of hard. I mean, the Chiefs are still the fucking Chiefs.
I understand, but it's like it all depends. Well, it also depends if Rashee Rice ends up getting suspended by the NFL. We're talking about that. The NFL is trying to suspend him 10 games. And the NFL, yeah, it was like right after we recorded too.
Of course,
we were talking about that at our draft. We were like, well, is Rashee Rice going to play?
I don't think that'd be the end of the world.
Well, I mean, that's just one. It just sucks because there's a lot of factors. It depends on if Travis Kelce is still playing at the same caliber he is. We saw a decline in him. Granted, he still put up 1,000 yards, still played very well, but we saw a decline in him. Do we see more of like the end of Travis Kelce? It depends on that. Xavier Worthy, I think he'll be fine. I'm not worried about Xavier Worthy. Isaiah Pacheco has been very consistent. He's been very okay. He's been very good. Very serviceable.
He's been really good.
Yeah. Other than the fumbling thing. But
yeah, he's still been very good. I mean, he's been like one of those kind of sleeper guys. Like he's not like your upper echelon running back, but he's so fucking good.
He's like a very good classic running back in like the smash mouth category where he just like every time he runs just looks like he's going to like run through drywall.
Yes. Yeah, I mean obviously everyone makes fun of how he runs.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I just think even without Rashee Rice though, they'd still be all right. I mean, they didn't have him last year and they made the fucking Super Bowl. And literally everyone thought they were going to go like undefeated, basically. Like, what did they end up like 15-2, 14-3?
Actually, I don't remember.
They had a ridiculous record because remember there was for a while it was like they were like 10-1.
Yeah,
and that was 11-1, and then 12-1. It was like
there's a lot more competition in their division now, though.
Yeah, well, that's where things do get interesting, because the Broncos are hopefully as good as they are. Their offense doesn't really
get
me going.
Yeah,
but that defense is just
the defense is number
so
one.
good, dude. It's
so number
good.
One. Yeah.
And I forgot they added Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, dude. And they added someone else from the Niners, too. The Niners, that's a team. That's a team, I will say, that I think is probably actually going to fall off fairly hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that because of last year's performance, because of missing McCaffrey and then Ayuk going out and then just a bunch of injuries.
There's a lot of problems.
But they kind of shipped out some O-line pieces. They shipped out, feels like half the fucking defense.
Yeah.
I mean, the offense might still get rolling. I do think, like I said, Ricky Pearsall, I think he's actually going to be phenomenal. I really think that guy's going to have a crazy good year.
I would definitely think so.
But I mean, they got Bob Saleh back in there, so he might be able to actually whip whatever defense they have into shape. They might still be relevant, but that's going to be a tough one for them. I'm just looking up really quick who the hell else it was that who the Broncos got, because I was like blown away. I totally forgot. Talanoa Hufanga. That is like
that's a name.
That defense is going to be.
Yeah, that defense is nuts.
Yeah,
that is going to be very good defense.
Yeah, and I love me some good defense.
That's going to be one of those defenses that carries a team to success. Where like it does, like basically their last Super Bowl with Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Where that situation, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a real fun year. I know we keep saying it, but it really is going to be.
And I'm going to go ahead and go NFC here on this one. I think the Giants are going to be pretty good.
I could definitely see them being...
obviously, this is comparable to their more recent years and
I could see
last
them
year, of course.
Being an 8-win team.
I could see them winning at least 8 games. It's a tough division, obviously. Now the Commanders are relevant, and you got the Eagles. I mean,
does Terry McLaurin play?
Yeah, that's a big problem that they got to get figured out.
Yeah.
And I think Dallas is going to still be really competitive as well. I think
Dallas will be okay.
Up there. And yeah, it's going to be a tough division, but that Giants defense is actually kind of stacked.
You see Abdul Carter get put on his butt?
No.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he had a chip block and he landed on his ass.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He tweeted about it. He was kind of pressed. He was like, "This is their one highlight reel the Jets will have all year." It's like, okay, dude, relax. Just like it's okay.
Yeah, I mean it's bound to happen,
Oh, 100%.
It's bound to happen. They're obviously their offense isn't fantastic, but I mean you see
they got Malik Neighbors, dude.
Yeah, I mean Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson popped off a little bit last year. He had some moments where he looked good. Jalen Hyatt, Zach Pascal, they got from the Colts. Who,
yep.
Not
a fan. I think he's kind of bunts, but
yeah. And then like defensively though, obviously. Oh shit, yeah, and I forgot they got fucking Cam Scadaboo, who I know I've seen people dogging on him. I liked him. I know I've said this. We've talked about him like when he was getting drafted and shit. I really like him a lot. I think that dude's a fucking dog. And like last year, you seen like Tyrone Tracy came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like literally out of nowhere. I mean, just basically kind of seems like he's going to be RB1. The QB situation is really going to be their biggest problem. But if Russell Wilson, he didn't play bad last year. Russell Wilson didn't play bad. He had moments, obviously, that he looked like shit, but that's going to happen. He's old.
Yeah.
I think Jackson Dart's going to get in there a lot sooner than people would expect.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see
and
a week or two of Jameis Winston if Russell Wilson smells like farts.
Yeah.
And then it'll probably be like week 10 that Jackson Dart starts.
I would actually see Jackson Dart starting before that, only simply for the fact of if you run Jameis Winston out there after Russell Wilson and Jameis doesn't work out, Now you're going to put your rookie quarterback out there in a situation where you're like,
Well, week 10, if you're already bad at that point, it's kind of like your season's already done.
true, but then is it worth risking him getting hurt? Like, if you're that bad, why are you that bad?
He's got to get reps.
Is it risk? The risk to reward seems kind of. Whereas
he's got to get reps, dude. I understand where you're coming from, but he's got to get reps.
Well, yeah, so is Anthony Richardson, but he's riding a bench too. I mean,
well, that guy actually is.
But you're proving my point. That's what I'm saying. Like Jackson Dart, I think should be the second option. I think if it makes it to like week 5 and Russell Wilson's looking like ass, I think Jackson Dart should go first.
He probably will. I mean, more than likely he will, just from that like standpoint of like, hey, just get him out there and see what happens. Like throw the rookie out there, appease the fans off of our neck, like get them like off of our backs.
And he hasn't looked bad. Like he has not
he's
looked bad.
Pretty solid actually.
That's what I'm like. I think he's gonna actually have a pretty solid year. I think he'll end up coming in pretty early and having a decent year. But that Giants defense is probably gonna be legit.
I definitely think so.
It's a tough fucking division. That division is actually the hardest in football, I'd say. I know the Bears division.
The division's a lot of what ifs, though, is the only thing with that one.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely is a lot of what ifs. Do the Cowboys, does all this media attention, all these problems in the clubhouse, does that affect them? The Commanders, is Jaden Daniels still as hot as he was last year? Does Terry McLaurin play?
Well, that's
Debo's fat.
That's going to be the biggest thing for the Commanders. I don't know what the fuck they're doing there, why they can't just get that figured out.
I think the problem is, too, their argument might be, hey, Terry, yeah, you're very good, but to give you $130 million at the age of 28, 29, however old you are, it's hard to justify.
I mean, he's fucking great.
I get it. I understand. But that would, it's just kind of hard. I understand where they're coming from. Do I think Debo deserves 90 mil? Yeah. Give him $90 million all day.
How many years? Do you remember what that one was?
Oh, I don't know if that was actually. I was just throwing out a number. I was spitballing. I didn't know they actually threw an offer out originally. And then who else is in that? Oh, the Eagles. Yeah, I think. Well, dude, the Eagles too though is they lost a lot of pieces after the Super Bowl. A lot of pieces.
Yeah.
Do I think they're okay? Yes, I think they'll be okay. Are they still a Super Bowl caliber team? I think that's the biggest question.
Yeah, I mean, whether they're a Super Bowl caliber team, they're gonna be in the playoffs.
Oh, I mean,
no without a doubt.
Yeah, they will be a playoff team.
I see that division being really fucking tough. The Cowboys make the playoffs every year. They're always good. They shit the bed. They choke.
Yeah, they're wild card gods. But...
Yeah, but they're always making the playoffs. The Commanders will probably make the playoffs again. I don't know if it has to be necessarily to the same extent of how they played last year to get there. Like Jaden Daniels doesn't have to do exactly what he did. They could still be a really good team without him going ape shit. So that's arguable. And then obviously the Eagles. Sirianni's been fucking great, man. He's, as much as everyone likes to shit on him, he has been great. And he's done it with a new offensive coordinator.
Very memeable person too.
That's what it is.
He's got a very memeable face.
Absolutely, and he says some really dumb shit.
Yeah, he's got one of those faces that you could just easily hate.
Yeah, for sure. And it doesn't help that he's in Philly. So, but yeah. So what did I say? I'd get the Giants, the Broncos, and the Pats of who I've covered so far. Like I said, I'll leave a couple, just kind of sprinkle them in as the weeks go on here. Get a little closer to the actual season starting. I think that was all I had on football too.
That's everything I had. Yes, sir. Other than what's his name? Last name Robles. How do you ever pronounce it?
Victor Robles.
Yes. Throwing a baseball bat at a pitcher for hitting him.
Yeah, there's some context to that.
He got suspended 10 games, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's kind of what has to happen, but
it's being appealed. It is being appealed.
Yeah, that seems a little crazy to me that it's going to get appealed. I mean, it's again, kind of has to happen. You cannot throw your bat at the pitcher. I mean, he violently threw the bat, too. It wasn't like he kind of...
he was trying to hit him with it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. The context to that being he is down in AAA currently.
On a rehab assignment.
Rehabbing.
Yes.
In his very first game back after rehabbing, he got hit in 2 of his 4 first at-bats. He literally got hit twice in 4 fucking at-bats. Then the next game... he got hit again. And then 2 games later, off the same pitcher that hit him in the first game, hit him a 4th time. And then he proceeded to get hit a 5th time. He's trying to rehab. You've now hit him with 5 fucking fastballs or whatever right to the hands, the forearm, the hands again, the forearm, the fucking leg. Like, I could see why he threw his bat at the pitcher. There's so much context needed there, as opposed to just like, if you watch it, obviously it seems crazy that like he did that. But also, I could understand his frustration, because that would be fucking bullshit and that would piss me off. Like, God damn it, I shouldn't even be down in AAA, and I don't need to be playing with these fucking morons that can't control their ball. So, 10 games, it's like I said, it has to happen. It absolutely has to happen, but I get where he's coming from.
So there's a kid I went to school with. He was like in my grade. I didn't know him personally. I knew of him because I believe he went to Mount Carmel. Bobby Seymour, he got his first hit in the MLB. He got called up from the Rays. He's been in their AAA for like, I think 2-3 years now. He has a 111 batting average, 9 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk.
Nice.
Yeah. So
pretty sick.
It's pretty cool.
Speaking of getting their first hit, this will kind of parlay into something else as well. Owen Casey finally got his first RBIs
I've seen that.
earlier today.
I'd seen that.
And in our game that we won against the Brewers, thank fucking God. And then he also hit his first career home run.
Hey, shout out to Owen Casey. And
he caught 2 balls running down the line.
In his mouth.
Yeah, running down the line in right field. So, I mean, I'm so high on him. I really love that. But obviously that goes into the Brewers. Finally lost. They ended up losing to the Reds in the 3rd game of that series, I think it was, which was absolutely nuts. I mean, the first 2 games were literally, I think, the first game almost went to extras. Brewers managed to come back. Then the second game went to extras. Both teams scored back and forth. And then, finally the Reds pulled it off and ended the 14-game winning streak that the Brewers were on.
I saw that they set a franchise record with that.
Yeah, thank God. And then, thank God the Cubs fucking actually won, because we got dog walked by them yesterday. Supposed to have a doubleheader yesterday. We didn't have it because it stormed in Chicago again, so that game got postponed, I believe, till... It might be today. We're playing a doubleheader today, actually, so that's today's game. And then this was crazy. Molly and Haw, is that their names? The fucking 670 to the score guys?
Sure.
I don't listen to AM radio, really. I know a lot of people are like big on fucking AM radio because they want to pretend they're living in the past and shit, but they had Pat Murphy on, the Brewers manager. Like,
did they like attack him or
no?
Okay.
They were asking him questions about Kyle Tucker and what they think's going on with Kyle Tucker and how the situation's being managed and shit.
I don't hate that. I mean,
I absolutely don't like that. Why the fuck are you talking to your biggest division rival, who's currently your biggest competition, literally for the last how many years? I shouldn't say biggest division rival, but like as of late, it's been the Brewers, like past few years.
If it were the off season, I would say I don't hate that, just because of the fact of like,
well, off season would be totally different, but like
an outsider's like perspective, an unbiased opinion. Because truly, like, a lot of people have like, the blinders on. They're like, well, he's just in a slump, or some people are just like straight up hitting the panic button.
It's like kind of at this point, yeah.
I'm sure if more than anyone though, Kyle Tucker is hitting the panic button. He's like, my value is declining at astronomical rates.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's probably on his mind. That's not helping his case.
Yeah, 100%.
About all that, but
100%.
Yeah, well, Pat Murphy pointed out something that I personally have been thinking about for a while now, where he said that he thinks Kyle Tucker's hurt. That's what's happening. He thinks he's playing through an injury. And I agree with that. I've been thinking that too, because ever since he got hit, I believe he went out for like a finger, but he only missed like a game or 2, and then he got hit on the foot.
Now they're giving him a couple days, they said, to reset.
Yeah, well, that was the whole point of calling Owen Casey up, was to give Kyle Tucker some time to just chill out, which like I said, that's in my head, that's what's been going on. I think he's obviously just too good of a player to be like, oh, he needs to go on the 15-day, like, You can't just do that.
Yeah.
But obviously it's affecting him. So that's been in the back of my head. So that's funny now that they bring him out and he says that. But that is a crazy thing to do. I mean, you're literally talking about a team that just took over our division with a commanding lead. I think they're like 7.5 or 8 games above us now. The win streak that they've had, they've been beating the piss out of everybody, and you're gonna have their fucking manager come on Chicago AM sports radio, and you're gonna be like, so what do you think is causing Kyle Tucker's slump? What do you think is going on with him? What should they do with him? Blah blah blah. Like, well, Sox fans are not. It's still like, it's fucking. This is a Chicago sports radio. We don't need the manager of our fucking rival on here telling us what he thinks is wrong with our team.
I agree.
Get the fuck out of here with that. That's a stupid move.
That is crazy.
That is a crazy thing to do. I mean, and then like asking about an injury. I mean, yeah, that really pissed me off. 2 other small things with baseball. 3 other small things with baseball, because this one actually relates to the other one. Juan Mejia, he's had his first career save with one of the fucking craziest. Did you see? He was like a couple days ago against the Diamondbacks. He's a closer for the Rockies. Went back for a pop fly and literally just got absolutely tackled by the first baseman. I mean, full shoulder to chest, laid out flat on his back, caught the ball, got his first career save, but got absolutely leveled by the first baseman in typical Rockies fashion. They just look like a clown show out there.
That's crazy.
That was funny. Also, the Rockies walked off the Dodgers last night, another team that is still melting down in the process. Them and the Mets need to be studied.
Like, because Shohei's too busy fleecing people.
That could be part of it. And then Jung-Hoo Lee, the catch that he made for the Giants the other day, he's a center fielder for the Giants, he caught a ball with his knees. It was pretty fucking insane. He ran a ball down to right center and like slid and caught it in his glove, and it fell out of his glove, and like he was sliding on his back, like kind of on his ass, and it rolled down his legs as he was like turning, and he pinched it between his knees and then like finished off like sliding on his knees, and I'm like grabbed it and like just held it up. And was
what the heck?
It was insane actually. It was really crazy. And then really in the biggest news, because we were talking earlier about how football divisions look weird, and how they're all aligned. Rob Manfred basically had come out the other day in not an interview, but he was just casually talking on a broadcast and said that expansion teams and like division realignments are coming in the near future. So that's probably like 3 to 4 years away.
Yeah, I did see that.
But that's kind of crazy, like how fast it just like popped up. That like they're probably going to add 2 expansion teams, more than likely like Nashville and then I don't know, somewhere else, whatever.
But is the expansion team the White Sox moving?
No, because they're actually going to be expansion teams, not just
so I wonder how they do that
relocation.
then. I don't know if the news on Nissan Stadium, if they're going to demolish it or not.
I hope so. An ugly piece of shit stadium.
Yeah, that would
it's a sore thumb.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of crazy.
But
that'd be cool.
Now they're talking. Obviously, now all the fucking the baseball guys and I would say like insiders, like everyone who knows baseball now is coming up with what they think the division realignments could look like. And there's people saying like, now you might have the division be like the Yankees, Red Sox, and Mets all in one division, which is like,
yeah, do it.
And people are worried about not having, which this one to me as a baseball fan, having an American League or National League anymore. Like that would be gone. And they would just basically split it up in like by division. And I'm like, that would be too far. I think that would be too far. You can't literally destroy the actual foundation of the game.
Why would that change?
I forget the reasoning for why, like adding what teams and moving what teams to where, but I think it's because of teams like
why
it's
not
the
just
way
add one team to each.
Well, you would think it would be yes, like that, but like people who are mocking it up are talking like now the Sox and Cubs being in the same division. Because they're going to do it based on location. So it'd be like Sox, Cubs, Brewers, Reds.
Okay.
Therefore, yeah, like Sox, Cubs. Well,
give Indiana a team.
Yeah, give Indiana a team. Cherville, Indiana.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We have plenty of... We actually don't. We got the Lures Tree Farm. We could do that.
Yeah, there's some space there.
Yeah, I think you could fit a
Oh,
stadium.
there's plenty of space. Oh, no, maybe not quite shareable, but there is a lot of space around here. They could fit a stadium.
Oh,
around
they're
here for
fitting.
sure.
Well, the houses aren't up first.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think the stadium should do what the houses do. I think the stadium should move into where a neighborhood is at, and then like 5 years later, after the stadium gets finally completed, they should be like, "This isn't fair. There's houses by us." Kind of like how people who buy fucking houses next to racetracks cry about the noise and then get them closed down, even though you've moved out into the country where a racetrack is, and then all of a sudden you're like, "It's too loud." Eat shit.
yeah. I mean, I agree.
I hate those people.
I agree. The worst kind of people.
They are the worst kind of people. And then that was that's a huge deal, actually, though. That's a huge fucking deal. Like,
Yeah.
if all the divisions get realigned, like, man,
It's a lot
that
of
could look
hypotheticals,
crazy.
though.
Well, that's going to
people
happen.
Need to relax. Yeah, I know
That's
going to
happen. No one knows what.
Yeah.
The hypotheticals, though, do need to calm down because no one knows jack shit yet.
And people are just coming out with stuff just to say it, just because,
Clicks.
again, yes.
Yeah, that's
engagement.
all it is. 100%. That's what that is.
Yeah.
But I'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
100%.
And I think that was all I had sports-wise. I did want to bring up, did you see those 2 food influencers
Get hit by a car?
get hit? Yeah, a car drove through the side of a restaurant window at, like, literally into the table that they were eating at.
Yeah, someone said, which Georgia player is it? That was pretty good.
That is a crazy fucking... Man, to be sitting there just eating and have a car drive through the side of a building and just hit you.
I mean,
Oh my
like...
God. It doesn't really hit them, but still, like...
I'm sure, like, they definitely were, like, probably a little bumped up and bruised and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the guy looked like because he was the one who obviously took, like, the brunt of it. He seemed like he just kind of, like, bounced off the car a little bit.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, like I said, it didn't really, like, hit them per se, but I mean... Shattering all that glass on you, the table, the booth, the car did kind of hit him a little. Yeah, like he did. That would fucking man.
He's trying to review a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I mean, would that scar you forever? You're like never sit in a fucking restaurant ever again. You're like always request a table in the middle.
Yeah, I don't want to sit anywhere near those windows.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just very funny watching their reaction though too.
No, that is absolutely nuts. I'm never eating a burger ever again.
The slow-mo face view of somebody
Like their cheeks are full and everything.
Yes.
They're like,
Yeah,
it's like what the heck? Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the crazy. His cheeks were full and his cheeks were probably full because he just shit his pants.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. He absolutely did.
Oh yeah. But yeah. I think that's all I got for today.
Yeah, I thought there was like 2 or 3 more things that I had, and I just don't remember them now. So my brain's not really doing the best lately. Just leave it at that.
Well, guys, you know what to heal Kyle. If you guys like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe, that'll help him.
Yeah.
Not have bad brain days. And if you want merch, hit us up. I saw someone, specifically that person knows who they are, so they want stickers. We'll get the ball rolling on that, all right? And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, guys. We got an Instagram now. Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on X. How come we got all these Instagram followers, but we got no followers on X?
It is shocking to me, like, how many people don't use X.
Yeah, or like people just like...
That we directly know, I should say, I guess. But like, because to me, I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I've literally never had any of that shit. I've only had Twitter.
Yeah.
X, whatever. And I just think it's like the best place to get news.
Yeah.
Like actually, like you get the most news.
Especially if you're involved in sports, dude. That's where all the news drops.
That's what I'm saying. Like it kind of blows my mind that like more people aren't on X just for that alone.
Yeah.
Because if you're a sports fan, it's like that is the fucking, there's like no doubt.
That's the place to go.
It is the place to go.
Place to go.
Yeah.
But as always, guys, thank you for listening. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.